It's the most exciting day of my life, and I predict Ricky Dragon Steamboat will be Intercontinental Champion, and also a victory for Hulk Hogan in one of the toughest matches I've ever seen. Right to the point. No, it's not a title, but it's Full Nelson versus Full Nelson. I've been master of the Full Nelson gene for 5 years. I'm looking upon you beautiful people for your support. I've never turned my back on you, and I swear to you I never will. I'm facing Hercules with the top manager in professional wrestling of Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'm in the best shape of my life. Millions upon millions of people will be witnessing this. I'm ready, Hercules. Your 520-pound bench, bring it in the ring, and we'll see who humiliates who.
Creepers! That's right, had some horses on the trail. Just got a coffee. We're creeping into southeast Portland. I'm excited for this one. It's a little touchy though. Still kind of early. We're gonna see what happens. But if you're a fan of the old school wrestling days, Hulk Hogan, Rowdy Piper, Andre the Giant, Jesse Ventura, The Rock, Rowdy Piper, and some other pretty well-known Portland wrestlers, including Billy Jack Haynes, has a house here. He's actually in some trouble. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this one, especially if you're a fan of the old school wrestling days. I like that they've set these garbages up along the spring water. We are currently on 135th Avenue. And we got to go to, I believe, 100th. So yeah, a few years back, I actually realized, well, I'm a huge fan of wrestling already, and more specifically the old school Portland wrestling. Rowdy Piper, a lot of famous wrestlers to come out of Portland. The Rock's dad actually wrestled here, all at the Portland Armory. Billy Jack Haynes, that's right, one of the greatest to wrestle. He even had his own little action figure and stuff. He did some commercials for a local tanning agency, or tanning, you know, where you would go to tanning salon, way back in the 90s, maybe late 80s. And we did the filming locations on that. But just recently, he got himself into quite a bit of trouble. We're gonna see if we can find his residence. I'll tell you more about Billy Jack Haynes, the old wrestler, and his connections to Portland, his house, and what he did, apparently. We'll see when we get there. I'll tell you guys more. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a good one. I want to be respectful to the neighbors and whatnot. But this right here, this blue house, is the home to Billy Jack Haynes, the former Portland wrestler, WW, I think it was F or E, back when he wrestled. I think it was WWF. But yeah, all the greats. And the reason why we're here, because he was arrested. That's right. He, like I said, this is still under investigation, so I don't want to say anything I, you know, regret saying, but apparently he shot and killed his wife. I didn't realize that they had such a, I mean, I knew he did those commercials for Tan Down Under and stuff back in the day, but I didn't realize that he lived so close, actually, in Southeast. So pretty sad and tragic. I loved him as a kid. He was one of the best, with the classic hat. So a lot of ties to Portland. But yeah, the police here were here with a big like standoff and a warrant for his arrest. Apparently he stayed inside the home for a couple hours after they came here, and they were trying to talk him out. So eventually he came out and was arrested, I think, like right here. They had the sheriff's office and stuff. But right here, unfortunately, he is at the Multnomah County Jail. And I was trying to find one of his arrest pictures, but I think Multnomah County now kind of doesn't do the booking for the pictures. So pretty dang sad. I know his neighbors really loved him. What I read and heard online when he was arrested, it, you know, really tragic. And he's had some other qualms and things over the years. I've read some interviews and things about some incidences that he knew of that he kind of brought to fruition on somebody else's channel. Kind of interesting. But yeah, nonetheless, former wrestler's house right here in Portland, Oregon. I was almost hoping somebody would come out, but I also want to be respectful to the neighbors and everything like that. But yeah, I didn't realize how close he lived actually to that Tan Down Under business that he actually did some filming locations. We did some filming locations when he did his commercials there. And I think he was in WrestleMania 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was, I don't think he was a title contender then, but I'm pretty sure I remember WrestleMania 3. That was the same year that Hulk body slammed Andre the Giant for the title. So pretty dang cool. And I remember his, my buddy had all the, I just had a few, but my buddy had the action figures, the little like plastic action figures. And I think he had one. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look online. And like I said, I want to be respectful. It looks like somebody left some flowers on the door there, and there's like a little balloon tied there as well. So, and if you do come out here to leave flowers or pay respects or maybe even see his house, make sure you're respectful. Like I didn't even go on the sidewalk really on their property, but yeah, really unfortunate. One of the best wrestlers, like I said, what was I trying to think of? Oh yeah, not only, you know, Rowdy Piper and everybody having their connections to Portland, with Portland wrestling being huge here, but the WWE and WWF, man, those guys were cool. Junkyard Dog, Macho Man, I mean, the list goes on, and he was definitely one of the best. He had this, always wore his hat. Man, he was a big dude. It was sad to see him at his arrest time because, though, he just looked so, you know, he didn't look anything like I remembered him as a kid. And I know we all get old and things happen over time. But yeah, I wish you the best, man. And like, I hope it's not true. I hope that there's other things that it took place that the media kind of just was quick to say you shot and killed your wife. I, for one, innocent until proven guilty, however you want to say it. But yeah, one of the best to ever do it right here, Portland, Oregon. All right, we're gonna keep creeping. Kind of a very sad and tragic story, but I wish you the best, and I'll insert some clips there of him at his finest back in the WWF days. Pretty sad though, either way you look at it. But I wish you the best, Billy. These guys are doing all this construction right now, so I don't think that this bus stop is open. But ironically enough, and I could be wrong, but I was cruising down Foster here not too long ago, and standing right here at the bus stop was none other than Billy Jack himself. I thought it was him at first, and I stopped and I said to him, "Hey, are you Billy Jack Haynes?" And he looked at me and kind of gave me a wink, and I just kept going, but I didn't realize it was him. And now I pieced two and two together because his house is literally just like 2 blocks over. But yeah, he was standing right here that day, and I wish I would have stopped and talked to him, but it's weird seeing him riding the bus. So if you guys know, maybe he had his license pulled or something, but let me know if you saw him around this area southeast. Like I said, his house was just like 4 or 5 blocks from here, so it looks like they're putting in a new sidewalk as well. But yeah, Billy Jack Haynes, he was right here at the bus stop. I wish I would have stopped that day. He said, "I do know him." I kind of know, I knew it was him. Like I said, when I saw his arrest, I was like confused because he didn't look anything like the wrestling days. But when I saw him here at the bus stop, I thought, is that him? Had to have been. Yeah, that's too bad about Billy Jack being arrested. I tell you, I'm hoping it's not true. Definitely a fan of all the old school wrestlers. And I have to thank my buddy Jordan the Lion for actually breaking the news to me. He was on point. He loves wrestling. So if you guys love, you know, old school wrestling days, check out Jordan the Lion's channel. His channel's great no matter what. But he does some really awesome vlogs about wrestling. He's covered a lot. I'm trying to get him to Portland to come see Rowdy Piper's grave with me. But let me know in the comments if you guys remember Billy Jack wrestling days or any of the old school days. I'd love to hear who your favorite character was, or if you still even watch wrestling today. I've actually been watching it more and more. I believe one of the, you know, the facades of the characters, but it's actually Snoop Dogg's niece, I think. She's good. I've been watching her, and I can't think of her name offhand, but let me know if you guys have any favorite wrestlers from, you know, the old days, from either the WWF or WWE days, or even as old school as the Portland wrestling days. I'd love to hear who your favorite wrestler was. Let me know in the comments. I love you guys. Creeper out for now. Peace.
But I got the fans and the master of the full Nelson for 5 years. Be ready, brother. Get ready.
That's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That'll dial you into being a creeper today. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, creeper out for now. Peace.